Hi there. Mono from the editing room over here. So look here, man. I don't know what happened while I was recording this. I ended up not recording the gameplay audio, so there's no audio at all. But I had such a fun time. I don't want to re-record my experience. So I'm just going to put this out. You're going to have to deal with the fact that there's literally no audio. I'm just gonna play music in the background and let's just call it a day, bro. The next video will have the gameplay audio and all that good stuff in it. I hope I don't mess up a second time. Bye bye. As you can see, yeah, I've got a save file open there right in the background. But we're going to be doing a new game and we're going to be deleting that save file. We played for about 30 minutes just to get things warmed up, just to make sure that, the game does work. And then I got a little bit lost in it. I suspect the gameplay is going to look cleaner than the actual cutscenes. But we will have to first see if that is actually true and if that is actually the case. But if it is, that's a nice little flex right there, man. That's a really nice flex right there. If the gameplay ends up being smoother looking than the cutscenes, I think it's fair to say the gameplay looks better. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Look at this. Look at this. Okay, let's first do something. So, for those of you who aren't as old as me, right? Games back in the day used to be very evil. And they used to do this thing where they would invert the controls for up and down, left and right on the camera for no reason. They had no reason to do it. They just did it because they wanted to. And yeah. What the heck did you guys do? I didn't know that the galactic ranges were like built like that. Man, this looks so clean compared to the cutscene. You can have my gun. We're all gonna die. Bang, bang, bang. I don't need to be conservative with ammo. And I also don't need to aim because I'm just that good. What? I'm gonna show you guys my wombo combo soon. It's just wrench throw into slam. Is it also in Secret Agent Clank where you can upgrade your wrench while Ratchet is in prison? That was such a weird game, bro. Bonk. That's the combo. Throw into slam. These guys are such clowns, bro. They are the Galactic Rangers, right? I'm not like tripping. Oh yeah, so something also to note. When I was younger, I used to use this as opposed to the helicopter one. I just thought that the thruster pack was cooler, bro. I just thought it was cooler than this one. I think this one, to me, has grown on me as being more whimsical, and I use it because, well, I just like that, but I do like the thruster a lot more. Sorry, I'm just gonna skip most of the tutorial stuff. I already know what I'm doing. If you don't know what I'm doing, play the game, bro. You will be doing yourself a favor. Nope, I don't need to aim game. Don't worry about it. If I'm not mistaken, you get ammo for the gun you're holding when you break the crate. Wombo? Combo? No, the combo didn't trigger. It's supposed to do damage through and on the return. I kind of want to just use the shock blaster so that I can upgrade it. By the way, the gun I'm using right now is the shock blaster. In case I wasn't like... It's this one. Because as you can see there, you can level up the weapons as you use it. It's way weaker than the nitro launcher. But the nitro launcher's biggest problem is that it doesn't have that much ammo. Right? So the shock blaster, if you can upgrade it as soon as possible, it becomes something of a monster. If I don't say so myself. I don't know though if it's a new game plus or if you can do it in this like playthrough to get it to the point where it can like charge. Oh yeah, they can do damage to their allies. Fortunate. Wombo? Combo! Yeah, I'm gonna blast them. Get out of here. This is why you don't need to aim in this game. Look at this, bro. Look at all of this, man. Aiming? Why would I? There's gonna be instances where I do need to aim, but it's this, by the way. This is what it looks like when I'm aiming. But I don't need to, I hope. Because I'm probably just going to, for the most part, save up money, buy armor, and ammo. I'm not going to be buying too much more, at least early on. I'm going to probably do all of that stuff later. Get out of here, you little clown boy. Wait, isn't there a way to transform into those guys? I feel like at some point in the game I transform into them, don't I? But that's like much later in the game. I don't think it's like now. Oh, when I get the thruster boots, things are gonna go crazy. But yeah, so this is a very nostalgic game for me, man. This is a game I've basically played back to front when I was a kid. Now I don't remember all the details anymore, because when I'm saying when I was a kid, I mean at this point 14 years ago. No, I wasn't a kid 14 years ago. Hold on, give me a second. Let me do the calculations in my head. I mean, I was a kid 14 years ago, right? Like I was a youngin'. I played this when I was 7, which is not 14 years ago. Is what I'm trying to basically say. Bonk. Check this out. No need to aim. Hold on. Where's the rubble that they're coming out of? He's got the tang on him. I don't know why I like the Tyrannoids so much, man. They're not even like that interesting as aliens. They're not like those dudes from Nexus. Okay, I don't need to have the weapon equipped to get ammo for it. That's good to know. Because I just got shock blaster ammo. Yeah, I don't need to have it. Nice, nice, nice. Yeah, yeah, yeah. If you didn't know I'm South African, there you have proof when I'm saying yeah. We are at Florana in the Jambu Forest. So this one shouldn't be very long at all if I just lock in. I don't need anything here, right? Yeah. It used to be a thing where I would really need at least one additional weapon to beat. I almost said his name. I'm not gonna say his name. I want you guys to shut up. Shut up. Shut up. I know. But I was almost gonna say the guy's name. I want you to find out if you don't know. I mean, I say that as if like you would know who he is if he was revealed. Oh wait, I shouldn't be breaking these yet. But this level shouldn't take too long. Unless I like become like a actual fiend for like bolts. And I just really need it injected into my veins. We're just going to zip through this level. I don't think that there's anything interesting happening here. I really like it, by the way. This is like one of my favorite levels, actually. Partly because, which is gonna sound really weird because you'd think the opposite would be the case, but it's partly because I was forced to play this level very often. Back in the day, I didn't have a memory card for my PS2, right? So I would have to play the intro levels quite often because, you know, if you switch off the PS2, well, it doesn't save the game. And I came from a household of people who would walk into the room, see that the PlayStation 2 is still on, and go, oh, he didn't switch it off. I'll be nice and switch it off for him. And then I come back home from school and be like, oh, they switched it off. Oh no. Bonk. I'm gonna go and get that as well. So that might take a bit longer. That glowing thing there in the distance. I need to be careful. Don't wanna just fall into the ground or something. Right, trophy obtained. I think there's also a platinum bolt. I just don't know how many there are on the planet. But I literally just said I don't want to do this. And it becomes the thing that I decide to go and do. Ah. Well, there you get to see that little piranha boy. Hehe. Now to get as much bolts as possible. Greed. I am here. Oh no. Ah. That happens to me so often when I was a kid as well. Just like greed maxing all these things, only to fall into the water and then die. Because the bash kind of pushed, especially this corner always used to mess me up. And then I'd fall into the water and the piranha guy would eat me. Nitro launcher would need more, but I'm a very optimistic guy. So what I'm gonna hope for is, first of all, the game doesn't just mess me up for no reason. Because, for example, there's sometimes the boulder just bounces back. I want to see if it will do it here as well. I used to have this thing where the boulder would just bounce back. Yep, there, you see that? You see that? And that would always mess me up, man. That's like actual pure evil. Okay, at least it didn't smoosh me. Do I need to go this way? No, it's that one there. Cool. Thanks for telling me that. Anyways. Ah. I already messed up, bro. But yeah, we got our titanium bolt. Shrink. I think you need... How many do you need? Skins. I used to always use the tuxedo ratchet. As well as... There's like a red robot. I don't think it's this guy. It's this guy. The trooper. He looks so edgy, bro. Look at him. He also reminds me of the Deadlock or Ratchet Gladiator, for those who are of my ilk. Huh? Skill points. What takes a skill point? This is the part that I don't understand about the story. Does Ratchet not know that Bro fought Dr. Nefarious? Is this not like a well-documented thing? Cork is a superhero who fought Dr. Nefarious. Ratchet is looking for a superhero who fought Dr. Nefarious. Like, am I missing something? Watch this. Why did they put the nitro launcher in the game? I don't get it. Why did they put the nitro launcher in the game? Hey, buddy. Bye. Why did I put the nitro launcher in the game? I just like... When I was a kid, I really liked the shock blaster, right? So I used to use the shock blaster quite often. And I fought this guy and would struggle. I would get like to the parts where he's jumping up on the railing and stuff like that. And the enemies are spawning in. And then as I got older, I just used the nitro launcher. Let's go to Marcadia. This is like the hardest level to clear because it takes so dang long, bro. Like, so long. I'm not a speedrunner either, so I can't like skip through a lot of the stuff. Because like apparently there is like a way to at least skip some of the early section. So one of the things that I'm curious about, not because I think it's like inconsistent or anything, but Dr. Nefarious, he hates squishies, right? Why is he employing squishies? He's using terranoids. What I'm also bit is that like Not that he wouldn't be willing to sacrifice squishies for the greater good, which is the elimination of all the squishies. Oh yeah, but that's what this gun does, by the way. I suck things up and shoot them out. Money. Money. So yeah, apparently, there is a way. But apparently there is a way to jump up from there, then do the mag thing, not the mag, the thruster boots onto that side, and then do a thrust. And you would be able to get onto that side, because that's where you would want to then get to the dropship. So yeah, that's where we started. You can see there. So if I was a speedrunner, I probably would have been able to just run up all the way this side, trigger the cutscene, get into the ship. This is the long section of the game. This is where things slow down tremendously. Let's do it, let's do it. I'm just gonna skip these. Bye. I think I made a decent haul in this one, right? Get out of here. This is one of those instances where I gotta aim, right? It's not my choice. I think aiming's for chumps, but I gotta do it. I could be getting so much money right now, man. But I restrain myself. I shouldn't be greedy. I always tried to do it like this when I was younger. So that I could do this. My thingy button doesn't work properly for some reason. I'll have to get that fixed. I wonder where that leads. There's another one. If you're wondering what I'm talking about this. This is a magnetic surface that you can normally walk up in the Ratchet games. If you have the correct gadget, which is the magnetic boots. I do not have them. We should be close to being done, if not just done outright. And there we are. So bro was just sitting here being like, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna play some video games. That's fair. That's fair, you know. Sometimes a planet's gotta fall so that you can enjoy your first edition Quark historically accurate interactive novel. Why am I watching this? I don't need to. There shouldn't be anything new, but I want to check anyway. Oh, there is. Don't recall ever using the spitting hydra. I'm not even gonna lie to you, bro. It's probably not a good gun is what I'm trying to say. I know me. Let's just say how many do I got? I didn't get the second one. And I didn't get 2. Okay, cool. So, I think we're gonna call it right here, folks. I will catch you next time. We will play the vid comic, talk to Quark, do some tangs, and it will be a good time. Bye-bye.